Boss smiled. Is your bed big enough for two? Single dad replied, only if you're the one beside me. The question slipped into the quiet like a daring note passed in class. Ethan froze with his hand on the office door, the glow from the city bleeding through the window behind her. Claire Bennett, his boss, the woman who signed his paychecks and somehow noticed when he was running on 4 hours of sleep, leaned back against her desk, arms folded, a smile playing at the corner of her mouth. Relax, she said softly. It's a joke, mostly. Ethan laughed, the sound rougher than he meant. He was a single dad. Jokes about beds were usually the kind he sidestepped, not invited in. I'm not sure jokes are OSHA compliant, he said. Claire's smile widened. You always deflect. Occupational hazard, he replied. I build bridges. We learn to redirect pressure. Her eyes flicked to the framed photo on his phone when it buzzed. Lily, age 7, missing 2 teeth and wearing a superhero cape. Claire had noticed that too. She noticed everything. Ethan, she said, gentler now. Sit. He did. The chair creaked, betraying his nerves. He'd worked here 3 years, climbed from junior engineer to project lead, and through it all, Claire had been fair, exacting, and unexpectedly kind. She'd rearranged deadlines when Lily got sick. She'd insisted he leave early for school plays. And lately there had been moments. Lingering glances. Conversations that stretched past the clock. I'm not crossing any lines, she said. I just want to know where we stand. Ethan swallowed. The room felt smaller. Where do you think we stand? Somewhere between professional respect and something neither of us has named, Claire replied. I don't ask questions I don't want answers to. He stared at his hands. After his wife died, naming things had felt dangerous. Labels came with expectations, expectations could shatter. I'm tired, he said quietly. Not of work, of being careful. Claire nodded. Me too. Silence settled, thick but not uncomfortable. Then she smiled again, that same daring spark returning. So, she repeated, lighter now. Is your bed big enough for two? Ethan met her gaze. The answer rose from a place he'd guarded fiercely, a place where Lily slept with her stuffed fox and grief sat like an old bruise. Only if you're the one beside me. Claire's breath hitched. She laughed, a short, surprised sound, and shook her head. You know that's a dangerous thing to say. Dangerous as building a bridge without checking the load, he said. This feels considered. They didn't kiss. They didn't touch. They just looked at each other like two people finally admitting the truth of gravity. Their first date was not dramatic. No candles or sweeping gestures. Just coffee on a Saturday morning, Lily at a birthday party across town, and the relief of not pretending. Claire wore jeans instead of suits. Ethan wore a sweater Lily had picked because it was soft like a hug. They talked about everything except the office. Books. Late-night diners. The way silence could be companionable if you let it. When Ethan checked his phone, Claire didn't flinch. She okay? Claire asked. She's asking if unicorns could survive winter, Ethan said, smiling. Important research. Of course, Claire said. What did you say? That they have excellent coats. Claire laughed, and the sound warmed him. He realized then that what he wanted wasn't fireworks. It was this, ease. Permission to be whole. They kept it slow. They told HR before rumors could bloom. Claire reassigned his reporting line. Boundaries were drawn with care, like chalk lines before a game. At home, Ethan told Lily that Claire was a friend. A good one. Lily, wise beyond 7, nodded, and asked if Claire liked pancakes. She loves them, Ethan said, surprised at how true it already felt. Weeks passed. Trust grew. One evening, after Lily fell asleep mid-story, Ethan stood in his doorway and looked at his bed. It was neatly made, a habit born from order when life felt anything but. He thought of Claire's question and smiled. When Claire finally came over, it wasn't dramatic either. They cooked pasta, burned the garlic, sat on the couch and talked until the city quieted. When they moved closer, it felt like aligning two pieces that had been patient for the right moment. In the bedroom, they paused at the threshold. We can stop, Claire said. I know, Ethan replied. They lay side by side, not rushing, the simple miracle of warmth and shared breath. No promises spoken aloud, no past erased, just the present, chosen. Later, as moonlight traced the ceiling, Claire whispered, thank you for answering honestly. Ethan kissed her hair. Thank you for asking. In the morning, Lily padded in with her fox tucked under her arm. She took in the scene, 2 adults sitting at the kitchen table, coffee steaming, laughter easy, and declared, pancakes. Claire grinned. I make a mean stack. Ethan watched them, his heart steady and full. The bed had been big enough after all, not because of its size, but because of who was beside him, and everything they were brave enough to build together.